Today's Ask Me Anything goes out to, Michelle T, who says, Robert, any advice on Dalmatian bully mix who has food aggression? I fed her by hand as a puppy and occasionally still do. She biggest issue is the high value treats and toys. With bones, she will snap at you. If you give her a command while she has them, such as sit and stay, she will follow your command, but the majority of the time, she will continue to growl and snarl until you take the item out of her sight. With my cats or other animals, she snap at them for being in the vicinity of her food dish or by her toy or bone. The higher value she sees the item, the louder she gets. If I say something to her when the cat walks by and she's growling or gets growled at a person, she will take the item to her crate and lay down. I would like to nip this in the bud. If at all possible, is there anything I can do to make her food aggression go away? Well, first of all, you're using super high value things like bones and things that are very important to her, so she sees them as a resource. I would make sure, first of all, there's plenty of food around. I always trade dogs one bone for another early on so that they can see that there's always an abundance I always bring something else to the table. But if that doesn't work, the dog must understand that you have the physical prowess to be able to control the dog. In other words, if my dog growls at me, he's going to get corrected. He's not allowed to do that. Now, if I teach the dog a behavior such as like what you're saying, sit or down, then the dog must perform that behavior without growling, without being obnoxious. So I would focus on getting the dog to clearly understand. The Dalmatian bully mix, I think you get your hands full. I think it's a breed that's not very conducive to training. I hate to say that. It sounds very biased of me, but knowing the breeds, those are two hard dogs to train. So get the dog to understand obedience, get the dog to understand obedience with distractions, then get the dog to understand that whatever the dog has does not belong to you. But in the meantime, until you get that, do not, under any conditions, allow the dog to have things that the dog sees as being very, very, very high value, because you're not able to control the dog. You can only give the dog things like that when the dog understands that you completely will control this dog. Got a question? Ask me anything. Also check my website, robertcabral.com, for all the best online dog training available anywhere.